Oh, what is going on, y'all? It's been a hot minute. It feels good to be back in front of the mic. I'll tell you what, boy. Loving it. It's your boy, Z-Rex. It is no noise. It's the 20th of June. Already, over half the year has gone. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy fast. I'm back in the office. Oh my god, let me go live stream before I forget. I'm back from the little mini thing. It was a pretty much disaster, but that's okay. Still had a good time. Kind of about like the markets, it looks like. So my trip matched the markets. Funny too, it seems every time I go out of town is when big moves happen. Just happen to coincide with the Fed meeting too, but you know, all the analysis from before I left, not really any of it has changed. There's a couple things like the Dow theory sell signal officially fired off last week on the close. Hex is still up at highs, so there's a couple of things that are a little bit concerning, but mostly everything was already planned out and prepped for last week before I left. And let's just go ahead and jump into it and catch up on it for this end of the week in stream, beginning of the new week here. We got quad witching out the way. We got the Fed out the way. Let's get it in on some trades now. We should be able to... actually, you probably shouldn't even worry about all that crap anyway. Who cares? I was actually talking with my buddy the other day. It's like, oh, man, yeah, the Fed. Oh, yeah, just real quick on that note. It's like, oh, yeah, the Fed was like, oh... It's all about the Fed, but I mean, for the last month, we've been talking about how it's just like the bulls could not even get power zone, and this isn't even terrible yet, but we're gonna get to it. We'll catch up on all of this stuff. If it matters, if it doesn't, who cares? It's over, and it's out of the way, so let's move on until Jackson Hole, which will be the next one everybody wants to yelp about, but that's in August, so we got a handful of weeks at least for that. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's start with the total market cap, yes? Where we usually like to start. Alright, let's see if we got anything exciting here. The daily on, what is that, Friday? I need the little bearings here. And I haven't really looked at charts just a little bit here and there, so a lot of this is going to be fresh looks for me, so I am really excited. You know, y'all know that I love these damn charts. I can't get enough, but you know, I also love going on little vacays and not looking at them occasionally, even though it's almost like an addiction. Let's see here. Right on the 21. I mean, we can't get more on the 21. We did make a lower tail, and just barely off of this one. And about even with like kind of this little cluster. I mean, this is interesting. Just barely holding on. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, kind of. God, don't you effing do that, internet. There's not anyone here. I'm the only one in this bitch. I don't have that much shit open at all. Like, don't you be dropping frames. Sorry, I'm stalling a little bit because of this really dumb internet. It seems like it's stabilized. We just had a little blip, so I did lose some. Maybe some of that got chopped out, so I'll just reiterate real fast. 200 on the daily. We're just chilling right on these lows. It was kind of a ascending triangle, but now it's just like a rectangle of just frustration for a lot of people, I can imagine. All right, looks like frames are staying okay for now. All right, so yeah, it's okay on the weekly. I mean, we're just still, like, most of this hasn't even really changed, and you can really see that on Mama Bear. I mean, like, still in this sideways box, just range of boredom. You know, it has been a very nice trading range, though, to be fair. Now, one interesting thing that I see right now on the daily is this little hammer candle right on these lows. I mean, You can see this horizontal where I'm holding the crosshair right now which is based off of these two candles right here, because this is where the bulls actually started kind of looking good. But you can see here as we're just slicing through all of these candles, and we have a little hammer candle here, and yet again bouncing off the 33K level. So that's actually a pretty decent reaction for the bulls so far. Now, does it get upheld and continue on? Let's see on the lower time frames. No, there's not. That the lower 30K handle is like, that's it, man. That's where all the support is. Most of the oscillators are just real slop fest, spaghetti crap. We're still not over this trend line, getting rejected from it again. We were talking about that before I left, that this is an interesting spot for that to go down. Right on the mama, so I mean there's a lot of resistance here. And we're holding, man, yeah, we are. Is like this a lower close? I guess technically it is from these two candles. Well, let's look. 35,542. I mean, if I have to measure it like this, then it probably is 542. Oh, it actually isn't. It's right above it. So it's like right above this damn thing. I don't know. That is so damn close. So it's technically still making higher lows as of right now. Does look pretty dangerous, though. And you do have price below the 37,000 handle. And it has been getting rejected from there since the 18th. So I think that's just the weekend. Let me double check. Yes, it is. So that's just the weekend. Weekend price action doesn't really matter that much. And man, another candle yet defending and showing that this lower 30K level is very important. This one is kind of nice. At least it engulfed this previous one. So maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours, if bulls can kind of hold this body, I could see another test up into the mama camel hump here. But man, I mean, this is super, super sloppy. Nobody has really any momentum. I mean, I guess you have to lean a little bit to the downside, but I just can't get too bearish as long as if we're holding 32,000. I'm not going to get short giant in the hole here or just put on my bear goggles, because it's just not really, the daily still isn't helping us after literally a solid month now of waiting. Even when all this happened, we were like, okay, now the daily's got to give us some clues. And like, here we are now, literally exactly a month later from the big sell-off candle. And we're just still chilling in this stupid range. And I mean, let's zoom out to the weekly. Maybe we can get something on the weekly. The weekly, yeah, I mean, this technically did engulf here, this previous week's candle, the one that just closed earlier today. But I mean, dude, it's just not really enough. Yeah, it is technically engulfing by like $100 or $200 or whatever the hell it is. But I mean, sitting right on top of this horizontal, the 55 and all that, I mean, until really a weekly closes, like if we saw a weekly close below 32,000, I'd probably be looking for at least 30K test and probably further. But right now it's just more chop fest. Now, buying the bottom of this range does feel like it's a little ballsy, but I mean, you know, if using this low and this wick, it's not that crazy. I'm thinking about doing it. I'm going to wait till I get through all the coins and the markets and stuff. Like I said, I haven't really looked at any charts in the last 4 days. So definitely not from my computer, it's a lot harder to look at them on the phone. I don't know how a lot of people do that. It's old school, I guess, maybe in me. Give me the desktop. Not even the laptop. Anyway, yeah, I mean, technically it's just not, it doesn't look great still for the bulls. A little rejection up there, but at least they made on the daily, they attempted to make a higher high of all this structure, and we are technically trying to keep the higher lows now. But I mean, it's just real slop fest, and it does feel heavy. It does feel a little bit heavy, but I do Ah, crap. I am thinking about nibbling here. I wish I would have saw this earlier. I definitely would have nibbled over here in 33,000s. But that boat has already looked like it took off. So just have to wait and see what this early week brings. Let's get to some new coin, or some not new coins, some new charts. Engulfing on the, man, same thing on, oh my god, this stupid damn fly. Damn it, this frame, what the shit, dude? This is ridiculous, this frame dropping crap. I'm just waiting a little bit to see if it stabilizes. I mean, it looks like it's just randomly dropping like 80% of them or something real fast. And then coming back. Whatever. So the futures one's a little bit uglier on the weekly, to be fair. We are below. Are we below it? Yeah, I mean, a rejection right at the 21. But, I mean, bulls tried to get up there. Maybe they find support at this 200. That's why, man, it's so hard to even think bearish here, though, because the 200 daily and this major horizontal is, like, right below it. Like, I just... Yeah, no. Can't do it. I'm thinking more long here for short-term top end of the range than I am shorting. I don't think I'll take shorts unless they're up here above like 38, maybe like right here, possibly like high 37s, but probably not. Upper like 38 to 40, and if we broke 32,000 on either the daily, pretty much need the daily, then I would consider shorting bounces. But like right now, we're just, the market's still chilling here. Oh man, this doesn't look very good. But then you got the freaking 200 and the same thing. My God. See, almost nothing has changed since I left last week. Yeah, we sold off a little bit. Whatever. I mean, what is this? 15%. Yeah, cool. People are like, oh, well, that's a lot. Well, you know, it's crypto. I mean, 15, 20% is fairly regular. So I mean, it's just hanging out right on these lows, and you can see this daily actually closed a little bit engulfing this last one. So Ethereum is, the bulls are kind of telling us they're really defending this 21-ish hundred level, like the 2100 handle in general. So that, I mean, that looks pretty good on the daily Ethereum. Yeah, and I do like this 458 regaining the strength on the RSI so far, and let's see. But man, it's just kind of dropped into the second tier range from like about 2K to 24 instead of being about 24-ish to 28-ish. So we'll see how long we stay down here. If this weekly closes, man, right on the 21. My God, Ethereum's not even below its 21. Okay. So that's interesting. It did get rejected from the 10 simple, but we're finding support. Bears could not close this week below 21, which tells me that they're not as strong as people probably think they are right now. So that's very interesting. And these candles and this hammer candle is actually off of this close here. Yeah, this is actually not too bad for Ethereum. Bulls are kind of sneakily showing themselves. What would change my mind on that? Man, if we lost... I think if we even just come back below 2100 again, it's probably going to test these shadows. Let's see what futures say. Futures kind of just hanging out right here on the lows with the weekly. Yeah, kind of a weekly H pattern, which is hard to short into. And so it's showing us the same thing on a closing basis, about 2100. As long as it's above there, really 2000, it's not really that crazy. Litecoin, not as powerful, but of course we're not going to see that. And the little tiny Bitcoins, still trying to stable. Bulls really trying to defend here so far. Will they actually be able to do it, though? Is the question. Let's see. Oh, wait, I need that darker blue. Not that one. Or just blue, period. Not darker blue. Yeah, so we have a little trend line kind of here from the last week-ish almost. So it's kind of just getting worked on that. If we break above this, I'd look for probably a pretty swift move up to at least 160s. Let's see, Ethereum Classic. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Sub 50. This one's just getting worked by the 10 simple. I mean, this has been shitty since pretty much all of June. It was getting squeezed in this area. We were talking about it. I mean, as soon as it broke out of this range, is what we were discussing for 10 days or something, and it just kept squeezing and squeezing with the EMAs. And I'm referencing the orange and yellow one specifically, and that's the 55 and 21. And it finally broke out. We're just saying whichever way this breaks out, it's probably just going to test the other side of that range. And that's exact because we're like smack in the middle of it, and here we are, breakout, and we go test the bottom end of these shadows. And now we're about to maybe close. We have a whole nother day now. It'll be tomorrow for that, but may'll have the first kind of like gnarlier candle closing below. Well, actually, no. Technically, this one did close below it, so we already had it. But yeah, here we are at the bottom of the range, and if we would have closed up above this, it probably would have did the same thing and ran up into the 80s. So just following TA like a monster beast. And really, this one could probably use the daily, and once the daily can close a couple of candles, like open and close, at least two, above the 21 EMA, I'd probably look for a decent run on Ethereum Classic, but you know that's we're not even close to that yet, so we're just gonna have to keep waiting on that biatch. But just at the bottom of the ranges, so again, nothing's really changed that much. Coming just to change or test these 200s and some of these horizontals. EMAs on the daily still just looking like crap. Maybe bulls have an attempt right here to rally off this little engulfing. I mean, this is a pretty good reaction in all fairness. I mean, that's a good 10%. But look where it's already getting worked at on that 10 simple with the rejection so far. So it's just a whole bunch of same shit, different day. We're just on the low end of the range now. This week is probably going to be... This week is going to be pretty important. If these 200 dailies don't show mad love and we start getting more lower body closes on these weeklies, it's going to start to look pretty bad. But right now, oh man, XLM just getting worked by that 10 simple. But it's between that 200 and the 377, which I usually don't like trades there. Oh my god, look at the weekly though right here. Yeah, I can't short into these holes. I'm not even thinking about shorts on any of this. The more that I'm looking at these charts, the more they're just like in this really kind of dangerous spot where like that bulls could rip face from here, and I don't have any positions on either, so it's not like, oh, please go up because my bags. So there's no like confirmation bias in there. Man, yeah, I don't know. I'm not shorting in this hole. There's no way, because it's like the short isn't down here. You know, the short's like when you break major structure and stuff that happened weeks and weeks ago. So now I'm looking kind of for opportunities. Or if the bears do want to like break major structures again, like which would be, for example, on XLM would be about 24 cents and starts camping below that, then yeah, then I'll reassess. But right now, I don't know, man. It's just not quite there. And weekly mamas like this, yeah, you got to be real careful shorting on those. Dot's a little farther away, but its weekly is kind of trash. Let's go to like a daily on Dot. Man, look, oh look, more range stuff. We were at the top, now we're at the bottom. Same shit, different freaking day. You leave for 4 days and it's the same crap. Maybe zoom in a little bit. Anything going on the low time? Nope, looks pretty much like most of the other charts. Bears do have dominance on this 458 time frame, though. There's no doubt about that. But the problem is using horizontal. They have dominance on the oscillators, but the problem is, I mean, based off pure price action, their dominance has not been able to even get price back below $19 for the last freaking 3 weeks almost. So It's like, how dominant are they really? I don't know. It's kind of like that, what's the market trying to do, like what it should be doing or whatever, and it's like, it's breaking down. We should be like rolling over, and the Bears kind of punching in some lower lows, but we haven't really got that yet. We're just kind of still range bound, and annoyingly so. Sloppy EMAs here. Right on this horizontal too. I mean, this is a big pivot point. A little hammer candle too, engulfing, kind of like some of these other ones. This 458's fairly beast mode. Yeah, I mean, it's all really what we're seeing is just confirmation of the range that we're in. So, Jesus, come on. All right, this one doesn't look as good, which is funny because Link was like the leader for a while, but damn it, between the 200, 377, but back below 19 bucks, I'd be concerned. But until then, I'm definitely not thinking short at all on this guy. Yeah, I mean, this is sloppy reads on these medium time frames. How about a weekly? Yeah, and look at this weekly right on the 55 in the mama, dude. Yeah, right. No way. There's no way I'm shorting this right here. What was that? Like maybe you get like 20%. Man, yeah. Nope. Just need more data. Hovering. I mean, look how tight this is on the 377 and 200. I mean, let's see. Kind of coming back to test. The 458 isn't great, but man, it's just looking left. You just can't hate it too much either. I mean, this is a pretty ugly pattern right here. It's kind of like Head and Shoulders-esque. I mean, it's a really big one. I don't know. It's probably too big if we took it off of log. Oh, it's almost the same. Yeah, because measuring this is going to put you like negative dollars. I mean, this is that's like most of this whole move. So, but look where it's hovering, man, right to the left. And look, right, same thing, 55, Mama's right below it. I mean, it's kind of like the excitement breakout of these longer term ranges, and now we're just coming back kind of to test the upper parts of the consolidation the last couple years. So I don't know. Ain't holding that either. Ain't holding shit right now. So I want this daily to tell me something. Bitcoin Cash, same thing. I mean, this isn't like super ugly. I mean, bulls still have it on the DMI. And I mean, you get this long, what is this, 2-year consolidation saucer pattern after the mega dump. And now we're just kind of coming back to test the upper end of this range. I mean, really until this would have to really break below like 450 to start getting kind of more macro bearish. So, yeah, the daily does not look sexy, but these slow little drags like this into just where they kind of just really methodically sell off, you have to be real careful. Like a lot of times those will get reversed. And it happens to the upside too. Those little slow, ugly drags. Let's see, Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin. Nope. Yeah, I mean, all these charts, they pretty much look the damn same. I mean, like I was saying earlier with that other chart, the bears, if they were so dominant, why the hell in a month have they not even attempted to take this initial reaction low? Yeah, I don't know. Seems like they might have tested that already. But, whatever. I don't care about this until it gets back above. I'd like to really see a daily close above like 180, and then maybe it starts to look cool. Or at least see something on the 458. The 458 is pretty, excuse me. The 458 is pretty damn ugly on BSV. I mean, BSV has kind of been shit for a hot minute. But look at the bottom, though. Look at this horizontal. My God. Look at that right there. Oh, wait, we don't want it that color. We want it like that and like that. Oh, gosh, why is it so huge? Yeah, I mean, look at all this business. A couple rejections close to it. Little flippity-floppity here, rejection there, breakout from there, clustery, bounce, bounce, bounce. So, yeah, short into this, no thank you. No thank you. I'm gonna break that first. Oh, here's another one. This is what most of the charts look like, hanging out above the 55. This one's a little farther away from the mama though. Let's see what it looks like on the daily. But yeah, look at this. It's not even below this horizontal. Like, what? Really? For real? It's like barely 10%. Oops. Don't want that one. That's for equities. Yeah, Slop Fest 3000, man. This is just... Till it breaks two. I mean, it's literally all the same shit we said all last week and really the last couple of weeks. It's not even with all the different massive selling or whatever people want to call it. It's like it's pretty much the exact same TA. Same shit, different day. I mean, dude, really. All right. I'm going to jump to equities now because this is just like the same garbage. Dogecoin actually looks like it kind of looks... It actually looks a little bit shittier, but look at this. Look where it's trying to hold on to. Let's zoom in. Doge buying right here. Ooh, that's ballsy. Hey, but at least you know you're wrong. Is once it goes back below 20... Hell. I might take a small stab on this one. And if it just closes one of these like 458s or even probably like a 4 hour below 26... and a half, it's busted. Yeah, that's like not like even 26 flats, only 3%. That's not too bad. Not too bad. It is a little. It does seem a little heavier this time though than it did previously, but because we're like camping out down here. Hex though is like what, bitch? Yeah, it's like I'm good. Although it does look like it's kind of rolling over. It's starting to form. It's kind of like rounded top formation a little bit. Weekly still looks fabulous. And 2 days, okay. Is there any divergence on this guy? There is. We do have some good classic bearish divergence from here to here. So yeah, this thing probably is going to come back and test 6 handle. I mean, we almost got it right here. We were looking for a pullback. This was like the day on this stream we were talking about, oh man, Hex is probably getting close to done. And only because Richard Hart was like bragging on his thumbnail about how amazing it is and it's 10 cents and buy it now. I don't hate Richard Hart or love him or anything. Just saying, like when people were bragging about the thumbnail, about, you know, how amazing it is and their coin and all that shit. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of concerning. Oh yeah, this is a little concerning for Hex. I don't think, unless a daily can officially close above 10 cents flat, and then get another open and close above that, like this, I think has probably ran its course for a little bit. It probably needs a little bit of cool off time. Anything back below like 8 cents is probably going to 6 something on this. All right, ES, let's go. Equities, baby. Oh my God, it's going to the abyss. Hey, it might be. I can't remember the... Oh, we actually already got that, so... Shit. And look where bears are stalling up right here, right on the edge of the zone. That's an interesting place to be chilling. I mean, this was some damage for sure, but the weekly just literally closed right at the top of this range, and this candle doesn't mean shit yet. It doesn't even have a day on it. It's got hours on it. So yeah, this is interesting. Monthly, whatever. 2 day. Oh, 2 day will close today. This would be a pretty ugly 2 day if it did close this way, cutting the 21. I'd probably, if the 2 day does close below like 40, oh man, look where it's at too. Let me see exactly, 41.65. Yeah, which is real close to that 41.80 OPEX level. So if the weekly, I'm sorry, if the 2 day closes like this below pretty much 41.60, I probably would look for it to come test right here in these wicks, like mid 4,000. Not, wait, no, you can't say mid 4,000s. Like 4,050-ish, give or take, 20, 30 points. I think that would be the target if this 2-day does close like that. Let's see. Daily is just, look where it's at, man. Whew. Dangerous, dangerous spot. Actually, in the entire rally, pretty much, except for two little blips right here and here in the fall last year, did we even get below and open and close below the 55 EMA, which in turn were both by the effing dip modes. Let's see how far away. That's 8%. What do we got here? It's, oh wow, it's almost in the same posturing too, with like relative to its EMAs. About 8-9% away from where price is now. And you can see our box too that we've had drawn on here. Actually, you probably can't see it that great. Let me brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, this box that we've been watching for how far back? All the way back last year. I don't know. This thing has been on here for a long time as a target. And it's funny that it kind of would, if we did sell off hard, it would be in relation to this is actually right at the bottom of this box at about 4K. Huh. Well, that would be interesting if we do work our way down there. I'd be very, very, very nervous about shorting right here, though. No way, Jose. No freaking way. Let's look at crack time frames. What are they doing? They've been a little funky. Just grinding on that 55 and mama, though, for now. Yeah, if this thing can like get above the 55 and mama, and definitely if we close above these longer term MAs, I'd probably look for just some, this was just a little sell-off. A little scared, stupid, Fed quad witching reset. Just everybody rebalanced a lot of their books and stuff, all the pros, lots of rotations going on. I mean, because I think NASDAQ doesn't even look that bad. Yeah, look at this. NASDAQ doesn't look terrible at all. Good buddy of mine pointed out there is this kind of rising wedge formation on the daily, which is generally a more bearish thing, but I mean, these EMAs don't look super terrible. The problem is, like we've been talking about for a while with ES and NASDAQ, is that the bulls or the bears, I mean, look how undominant everybody is. I mean, the last time the bulls even were above the threshold, about 26, was back over here in early April. Kind of when everything topped. Crypto topped. Market kind of topped. That was kind of the spot. I'm not going to dismiss this candle, though, on NASDAQ, man. Like, right now, this is just retesting the previous all-time highs. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this chart, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, the bifurcation in markets right now is pretty intense. About the 3 hour. 3 hours really sloppy, but yeah, I mean, this daily, like, whatever, dude. Looks completely fine above like 13,800-ish. The one thing that I do want to talk about that does not look great is the Dow, that Adam and Eve kind of pattern playing out a little bit. We actually did officially get the Dow theory sell signal, which played out from the Dow itself, dropping below these lows. But look where we're at, right on this horizontal. We're only like a couple hundred points away from that major support zone. So I don't, again, I'm not going to shorten these holes. There's no way, man. I don't think that that's a very highly probable trade. Maybe for like quick scalps, but yeah, in the weekly too. Look at this, right on the 21 in that horizontal. So let's see what, man, the 3 hour's been getting mollywopped for, look at this rounded ugliness. Woohoo! What is a measured move kind of on this little saucer pattern here? Probably take it at about there, roughly. Damn, it's already even past that. Wait, we don't need this crap. Erase. Let's go back to this daily. Yeah, this little rounded saucer. I guess on the daily, if you did it, it's kind of more like, kind of this candle somewhere in here. Like we'll use the mama. How about that? Yeah, so even then on the daily, it's a little extended from that. What'd the weekly look like? Engulfed some of this here. Yeah, I don't know, but right on the damn 21 and the mama. Ugh. Maybe we get a little dump into the overnight session here. Set itself up for a mega pump. And look, we actually filled this little gap too, this tiny little gap on the futures. Man, yeah, I don't know. Definitely not short in here, I'll tell you that much. Rut. Bro, look. Holy shit. Same garbage this whole year, except take out January pretty much. But from the beginning of the year to today, where we haven't done shit. I feel like on this stream for Russell specifically this year, I have said this freaking 20 times now, and Jesus Christ, broken record shit. This is kind of ugly. This weekly close, there's no doubt this is engulfing. Pretty textbook, but previous 2 weeks. Stalling right on the 21, though, in the bottom of this stupid range. Like, just, god damn it, Bobby. I mean, what the hell, dude? Russell's in, like, the worst spot here. This is, like, 50-50 flip of the coin shit. I mean, there's like, nothing to do with Russell right here. Based on this daily and higher time frames. What about the 3-day closes today? That might be an interesting 3-day close. And the 2-day closes at the end of... Oh, actually, tomorrow, technically. So, Monday. So, that'll be... those will be pretty important closes. So, that might give us a little bit of insight. This does not, though, however. Dow Jones Transportation just get mollywopped, man. The end of last week. Weekly. Right on the 21, though. Damn it. You can see almost... Actually, pretty much every time except for the first attempt back over it after Corona, it came around to the the 21 on the weekly and will support each time. So here we are, one more again. VIX, what are you doing? How'd you close the week up? Damn, VIX closed strong at the end of the week. Ooh la la. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Travis? Yeah, I just got back from the festivities for Father's Day and all that, so I had to get one in, dude. I've been jonesing. I needed my fix. Oh, man, yeah, this daily is pretty beast mode on the VIX here. Also, weekly is pretty decent, too. Let's see, 3-hour... Yeah, you know, VIX is actually in a pretty interesting posturing here. If it holds like $18, you know, and kind of starts riding these EMAs on the 3-hour, this could work its way up into the mid-20s. Let's see what VVIX says. VVIX was already giving us that little clue we talked about right before I frickin' left, too. To you as well, sir. To you as well. Happy Father's Day to all them dads out there. Let's see, yeah. Nice little clue there on VVIX. VVIX, if you'll know, if you listen to, that's my more favorite volatility thing to look at. Oil struggling here at this trend line after volatility flash, so I'll be very cautious right here. I do not have any longs on oil right now. I'll be waiting for that. You can see the struggle is real up here. So we'll just have to see what's up with that later. Bonds. Man, look at that. Getting over that 160, and we're just getting continuation. That's what we were looking for. And then we were looking for the move to this horizontal, which we got plotted out. We probably will get close to that. I mean, we kind of already are pretty close to it. But playing the technicals pretty well here. Didn't get any of this trade, though, but that's okay. Pretty aggressive moves. This is pretty fast, so, you know, we talk about this on the show a lot. I don't like when they're super aggressive like this. You usually get some pullback, but we do have the oscillator set up real nice and sexy now with this, so I would likely long on some pullbacks on bonds. Yeah, look, the 10-year didn't participate in that shit at all. Just right stuck in its stupid range. TNX kind of right on the bottom end, but it's starting to shape up a little bit ugly. See if we can get any follow through, because it hasn't got any since, you know, it tested it back here when the bears tested that 147 area. So they haven't got any follow through yet. Let's see if they get that this week. Dollar Dixie just ripped everyone's face off and said, "What's up, bitches? Don't forget about the Kang." Now, will it get just immediate continuation from this? I don't think so. The dollar generally likes to bullshit around for a while. Let's see. But it looks okay above low 91s and back above this trend line. I mean, it's pretty sexy. We get back below that trend line, forget about it. Euro. Oh, Euro. This one slapped me a little bit, it looks like. Probably got stopped out. I think I put this on the last video that I did. Yeah, so this one definitely is going to... What is this? I'm going to rewind and check out Mama Bear. All right, cool. Yeah, so this trade definitely slapped me. Let's see. Yeah, that one probably stopped me out. I can't remember exactly where I put my stop. I have to log back in, and I'll be doing all that tomorrow morning. So we'll see what's up. Very aggressive moves, though. It seemed just super emotional after the Fed. Everybody was just like, "Oh my God, are they gonna taper? Are they gonna do something? We gotta freak out. Dot plots. Just come right back to these major supports, though. Look at that, Mama 55. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to short into this. No way, man. No way. Not against all this business. No. No, 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 sir. No, 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 sir. Dax, what are you doing? Dax coming right... Jesus Christ, what is this? It's like the same 26 people trading like everything. What is going on? Sell off, maybe re-enter zone here. Okay, this is nice little stability on top of this box for the Shanghais. Yeah, actually, this isn't too bad. If this can hold up this week above like 3,400 handle, really like 3,500 flat, this would have a pretty decent chance of doing another little run. So, might be looking for that. Oh my gatos, gold. Holy shit, gold got mollywopped. Well, yes, my spidey sense was right that time. It's usually not super great, but because, you know, trading feelings is tough. But yeah, I was getting out all the gold back here because this little BS no follow through. And then you got this scare, kind of lost all its momentum on both oscillators, and just absolute monkey hammer. Jesus Christ. I mean, there ain't no sugarcoating that. That's a brutal, brutal move. Look where we came to, though, and have stopped so far. That previous spot we were looking for back here, that's what we wanted price to get back above before we took the long gold trade, which I did take when we started stabilizing above it for, you know, a week or so, a couple weeks. And so now here we are again. Pretty textbook for it to bounce from this area. Will we get follow through, though? That is the important part now for the gold bulls. And I don't see anything on any time frame. Oh, wait. Crack time frames look like they might have a run to almost 1,800. Man, but this is really aggressive, super fast. Let's go to... What did I want to look at? Oh, yeah, volume profile. Let's see here. Yeah, pretty fat node right there. Yeah, even all the way back. Yeah, anything back below... All right, I just wanted to see if that agreed with kind of how I was reading it. So, yeah, so anything back below pretty much like 1750-ish, this is probably going to get pretty ugly. And I'd look for like a test to this trend line, kind of like a sell off into the into this blue trend line here. And kind of just like work its way down and then have a pop off of it if we do get there. But you know, I'm going to be expecting a little bit of a bounce in precious metals off of this gold chart. Maybe just to like lower 1800s, and then we'll have to reassess. But this is pretty serious. And bulls, not yesterday, but on Friday, kind of confirming that they are respecting the 1760s. So silver, oh wow, look, silver right on top of its 200 moving average. Kind of showing a similar posturing. How'd the weekly go? Weekly right on top. Wow, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is that shit about. It's another reason I didn't want to hold all that metals into the announcement from the Fed, because you usually get big moves, especially in metals. But it's interesting that we're still not making a lower high, or I'm sorry, a lower low on the weekly. Kind of just came right back to middle of support. Mama's right there, and 55's right below that. And even the monthly is kind of chilling right on top of its 10 simple. So not terrible. If we do lose 25.50, we can probably look for a test into the 23 handle. But if we kind of hover around here, I'd probably look for a little bit of a relief bounce, and then we'll have to kind of reassess after that. Platinum getting absolutely destroyed. But look where it stopped, right on the mama. It did close below the 55. But a lot of times when you get weekly price action into the mama like this, you'll get a little bit of reaction higher. But, man, below 1100, this thing does look pretty weak sauce. And it's between that damn 377 and 200 on the daily, which I just absolutely hate. I hate when stuff is between there. There's just indecision out the a-hole. Damn! Palladium, ouch. Right to the mama, though. It's like trading like a crypto. And the 55 on the weekly. But, yeah, I mean, this thing wasn't... It had lost most of its momentum after getting under here. And sub 2800, you know. It's just kind of what it is. Fed probably not going to say anything. Yeah, dude. What the hell, Acres? The shit, bro. I hurt your feelings that one time when I was talking shit about your linear. Ha. Ha. Yeah, but I mean, look where we are, though. Right atop all this business, dude. Yeah, right, man. There's no way I would be shorting this now. That was up here, and then he bounces up into this horizontal if you really wanted to get short. I'm not trying to short metals. Woo! Dang, gold bugs just taking it up the butthole, dude. My God. Let's look at GDX real quick. Woo, gap down on GDX. 5% flat, followed by another 2% the next day. Oof. So I think I did sell some GDX before I left, too. So I'm obviously going to be taking heat on that. Oh, man, probably some decent support, though, here in the 33 handle. Man, this weekly, though, this is pretty ugly. As we talk about a lot on the show, I don't like when we slice through all the EMAs like butter. Yeah, so that does kind of suck for gold on the GDX front. These miners, this weekly is pretty brutal. But now we got to have follow through, right? This is like the first sign of like, oh shit, we literally closed on the lows of the candle. We cut through all the EMAs, but then we're right here against this week and this little cluster here. And then obviously this major horizontal at 32. So it's kind of like, it's just like right in that zone. See what happens this week. 3 hours, probably all this shit's going to be bearish as hell. Yep, bearish, very bearish, yeah. Very, very bearish. Pretty nasty, though, on the miner front. No doubt. And looking like the Russell. It is, hey, it's making higher highs, though, technically, on a daily time frame. So world markets are still bullish for what it's worth. So, all right, I think that's it. I'm going to look at a couple more things. What did some of the oh, wow, Tesla is rallying when the market was dumping. That's interesting. Kia Motors, this is lame as fudge. Apple, what is Apple doing? Apple rallying into that week. Okay. All right, so, okay, hold on. Let me go to Fangman. Is that across the board? Nope. Google, nope. But Amazon is yeah, it is. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, see, so this is almost like rotation stuff. It's not, that's not even, it makes it less scary now a little bit, the sell-off. Because if tech just started rallying a little bit and kind of stayed a little bit bid, yeah, wow, okay. That's very interesting. So what the hell were the big losers that were bringing the indices down then? That's interesting because none of the... Hell, Amazon looks like it's actually trying to regain some bullish dominance. And that it will if it holds... Yeah, I mean, this week... Yeah, shit, this looks pretty damn good on Amazon. Huh. Maybe the fangs are regaining their dominance because they've been forgotten for pretty much a year now. Unless it's Microsoft or Google or Facebook. But the other parts, I guess Fang wasn't part of, Microsoft wasn't part of that. But in the original Fang, you know, Amazon, Netflix even just stable and slightly rallied. Actually rallied on the week, so very interesting. Very interesting. What happened to blockchain stuff? Okay, well, that's also very interesting. MicroStrategy closed up. It closed up on Friday. GBDC did not. That's a little bit more bifurcation. Why did it close up? That is surprising. How did Bitcoin close Friday? Very much down. All right. All right. Huh. Interesting. That's not... I wouldn't have expected that. ETC. That's probably going to open up down pretty good tomorrow morning, at least for a blip. Yeah, and look at this. Coinbase staying flat too. Huh. Wow. That's very interesting. All right. Coinbase still looking okay as long as it's holding low 200s. Square, that one's dumping. Oh, sorry. Nope, Square rallied. So some of these tech... Yeah, look at these tech stock, guys. This is very interesting. Wow, PayPal, doesn't matter. Look, has bullish setup on the oscillators. Chrono order, everything. Posturing, boom. Starts making a breakout. Didn't even care. Very, very interesting. Let's go look at... We already did that one. Let's look at just top traded stuff. Nvidia, Nvidia said suck it. Did put in a little shooting star type candle up here though, but still though, if you look at it on a weekly, it's like whatever, dude. Don't even care. AMD closed good. Visa's whatever. Intel sucked. Intel's been sucking wind though for a while. Cisco, yep, not too shabby. The one, oh, that's what it was banks. I just remember when I clicked on this. We were talking about that before I left, that Citigroup was looking so terrible. Like, what? Like, what the hell? Like, how is Citigroup sold off, you know, 10, 13% from its highs when we were measuring it, I guess, on this day, on the 16th. It's just like, oh, my God. Like, what is happening? What? Somebody knew something, right? And let's go zoom in a tad. Yeah, just brutal selling here, man. Very surprising. Citigroup, this is pretty shitty of a chart on Citigroup. There's not really, like, weekly, you can, that's where you have to look at it to kind of try to sugarcoat it. But dude, this is like a engulfing of the previous most of the year, like a good 3/4 of the year. Yeah, I don't know what why the banks are tripping out right here. Woof. See, that's what doesn't make any sense. If they're talking about, oh, watch out, they're going to hike the rates and stuff, and da-da-da-da-da. Well, apparently, I mean, that's usually good for banks. So, Now we have to ask ourselves, is this like some dumb emotional selling? A little abandoned kind of island candle here too. So man, if this holds up like 38 bucks, this could definitely have a reversal coming in. Let's look at XLF. Yeah, man, pretty ugly. Right on the 21 though. Damn, trading like some of these cryptos. JPM, right on the bottoms. What we got here? Micron, yeah, not too terrible, but yeah, I mean Facebook, Disney's selling off. All right, yeah, wow. So market is very, very confused amongst itself. Lots of stuff rallying, lots of stuff kind of dumping. And Blocklandia, I don't know about that, Mr. Scott. I don't think that they're useless. They're just kind of morphing into it, though, aren't they? I love crypto and all that stuff, but I'm not into the whole. It's going to replace the banks. Those the banks. They got a stronghold and strangle on lots of stuff. We're not going to go into lots of conspiratorial things, but follow the money, man. Apparently, they're dumping some of their shares. MJNA. Oh, that one took weed stocks taking a little bit on the chin. I just want to kind of look at some of these. Yeah, that's the problem with those stocks we were talking about. It's like, yeah, a lot of them look good, but the market has to stay bid. But holy shit, apparently not for everything. Like whatever this is, Generation Hemp probably doesn't trade shit. No, it doesn't. So who gives a fuck about that? Okay, it went up 97%. It trades 11K volume a day. Oh, that's cute. Oh, let's see. Rates are not hiking soon? No, I don't think so. Not until after the election is what I think. They'll probably wait until... And that's probably is true, the 2023 stuff and all the members, pretty much that dot plot, which was already public freaking information before the stupid Fed. You can go look at that. Yeah, interesting though. Look, MariMed. You got to take note of something that rallies and closes the week up on a sell-off time for the rest of the market. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, wow. So, shit. Oh, because they're not hiking. Yeah, I mean that definitely doesn't help them. That's for sure. Man, look at these stupid gun stocks. Psh, what? Can't believe I took off all my longs on this already. It's one of my bigger problems as a trader, and has been for a while, is premature exititis. So thinking about the Fed too much and other externalities that just don't fucking matter, guys. They just really don't. Just hedge a little bit or take positions off if you want around the Fed. Yeah, they can move stuff, but man, a lot of times if the posturing on the chart's good, it just doesn't matter. Especially in this market. I mean, what, NASDAQ is up 1%, Russell's down 2%. I mean, the correlations are just out the freaking window at this point. Pretty nice close on Ruger too, man. Ruger looks pretty damn good, above 78 bucks. Man, Smith & Wesson, I don't know what the hell happened here. Holy shit balls. Oh, earnings. Aha. Smashed on earnings. Everybody liked that. Came right to the top of its little range, but shit on the weekly though, dude. This thing looks great. There's no problems with that. Guns getting good core. Yeah, and plus, that's probably not going to go. Dude, Trump got all the left to buy guns. And I hate both sides, but it's just funny. They're all like, oh, guns are so bad. And then somehow Trump got people to be like, I guess the liberals are like, I guess Trump's going to knock on my door and send his conservative militia. We better go buy guns now, too, even though we've hated on that forever. It's just kind of goofy. This one doesn't matter. This got bought out or something. Vista. So whatever the hell is happening with this, they bought Remington and somebody else. There's some issues with quality control I came across. after this merger. So I don't know what the hell they're doing over here at Vista Outdoors, but apparently there's a bunch of cracked shells and rifle ammunition, which is extremely dangerous. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm going to research that a little bit more this week, but apparently it looks like the market kind of already knew something's funky going back to the end of May. It's just kind of struggling. The weaker one of, some of the staple companies like Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Olin is not doing good. Maybe a buy opportunity right here, though, if it can hold about $43. It's not terrible. We'll have to just wait for tomorrow, though, to see that. All right, we got hemp. What? Did hotels pump it up this week? No, not really. Just kind of chilling. What else do we got here? Retail? What's retail doing? Nothing. Oh, I made a big list of some solar stocks. I had a good conversation with a buddy of mine that's in the solar business. And I've been having solar people come by my house. They've been trying to sell me solar panels like crazy. I guess they, extended the tax credit thing, my buddy said. Which is pretty crazy how much how crazy is this, right? So it's they're like, oh, solar and all these, the military industrial complex, and this is the green energy thing, right? This is how silly this is. It's like green energy, whatever, and all the subsidies that the oil companies get and MIC, and then it's just like, well, what about solar? Oh, they don't get subsidies. They just get tax, you get really huge tax write-offs. You can write off the whole thing. It's just really funny, dude. It's like, what the hell, man? Whatever. I digress. Who cares about that? Let's talk about some price. First, solar. So I've been talking about this one a little bit. I do really like this long-term monthly chart here, as long as it's holding above the mid-60s or so. But it does look pretty damn sexy. And so we went down a list and tried to make excuse me. We compiled and tried to make a thorough list of most of the larger solar companies in here, because, a lot of them have fallen about 50 to 60% off of their highs. And before I left, I was going back in the solar stuff, and that it does happen a lot. There's a lot of 50, 60% dumps, and that's generally around where they like to base too. And so I just thought that was kind of interesting that it was across most of the charts that I was seeing that. And some of them do have basing patterns that we're kind of seeing established, like this one here definitely does. This one's about to right here. I think we looked at this on stream last week. JKS, it's between the two MAs, but look after a fake out dump though. So it's like, oh shit, we're actually breaking down, and then bulls are like, nah, just kidding, not yet. So and then they're back in the range. So there's some stuff in here that, here's another one just kind of breaking out after, and these are pretty long consolidations. I mean, you're talking, some of them are 6 months, some of them are a little bit longer. But whatever. But yeah, so I do think if the market doesn't roll over completely and we start getting 10, 15% corrections, and maybe even then, I gotta probably stop fucking saying that, because, as I just said earlier, correlations are dumb. It's really hard to rewire your brain to basic things that you read over and over again. But hey, that's why if you keep trading, eventually all that will get washed out of you. Because nothing... It doesn't really matter about correlations. Price is king. Yeah, they can help sometimes, but shit. If you just look at price and the thing you're trading and don't even think about any of the other things, relative to it, or just be like, oh, well, price is this. Like I say a lot, dude, we're all watching the same movie, and most of us don't have access to more info than everybody else does. So just let that info be plotted on the chart and run from there. All right, there's my little rant for today on that. Window technology, this one's got murder fest. It's 80 something percent down. This one got really hyped, clearly, into the beginning of the year. So this one's way more volatile, I think. Oh, actually, wow, it's been around a lot longer than I thought. But even on the monthly, look at this long, 10-year consolidation pattern, man. This is Like, some of these are very compelling charts to be actually potentially breaking out of new, like, new trends here. So, which sounds crazy. I don't know. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of tech, of solar tech, or any of that crap. But these charts are kind of showing that there's some basing happening out right now. So definitely be keeping my eye on that shit. For sure. All right, what else? I think that's probably it, man. Unless y'all haven't, if y'all want me to look at anything ticker wise, feel free to throw that in the chat box now, because I'll be signing off here pretty shortly, unless a lot of people ask for stuff. But let's see, Vista outsourced to China and moved the supply chain. Oh, it's speculation. Yeah, but they probably did. I mean, what isn't made in China? Shit. I don't even know. Man, Bond's still ripping it up here on the... Oh, wait, let's look at... dang, look at that. TLT basing off that horizontal we drew. Beautiful, beautiful. HYG just kind of chilling. Nothing really there. It is kind of... Is that rounding? No, not really. It's kind of just sloppy sideways crap. We are getting some HV, some volatility flashes up here, though. So there probably is a pretty big move coming on this corporate yield ETF. So that's interesting. Alrighty, I think that is all. Let's go look at, see if what's happening in the general crypto landia. Penny for bit, huh? All right, cool. Looks like ain't shit really happening. Nothing. I mean, 14%. What is this crap? Penny for bit. Yeah, it's not even on the freaking trading view yet. Wave's trying to do something. How about in the last week? AMP, XDC. Oh, so AMP actually, we have a couple things that actually made it. Wow, it's on Gemini. Yeah, AMP. Wow, what the hell is this? AMP looks fabulous. Yeah, well, shit. Well, there's always something, right? Yeah, AMP's been around, too. Holy crap. All the way back to 19 in the summer. Dude, yeah, this is a pretty constructive chart. Holding above 7.5 pennies. That's a little bit surprising. Winnebago, U-Haul, and hash ribbons. What the hell are the tickers of those, bruh? Thanks for reminding me on the hash ribbons, though. I'm going to pull up the hash ribbons and talk about that. And then I don't... Put the tickers for those Winnebago U-Haul. I'm not sure what those are. Let's see. Load chart. And we're going to go to our hash ribbons. Oh, shut your mouth. Yeah, ain't shit. Still in capitulation mode. This is the big outlier of all of these. And I guess we can take 120 days was the max that it did take from the signal to a buy signal. And what is 100 days just for shits and giggles? Oh, wow, how funny, man. Right at the very end of summer. You know, we're making kind of little jokes about just going sideways between, you know, like 30-ish and like mid-40s until the end of the summer. Oh, shit, what did I just do? I just moved something that I can't even see. What is it? I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Well, whatever. It's a hidden graphic on my chart there. So, man, are we just going to keep getting that? Oh, God, I hope not. But, yeah, nothing on the hash ribbons yet. Still need more time. And they're very wide, too. So we've got days for this to play out. I mean, probably at least this week. And into next week, and maybe even longer. I mean, this thing is really dragging its behind. Leave that. All right, let's go over here. Winnebago U-Haul. All right, you're gonna make me look this shit up, bro. Yeah, it's not in there. Do they actually really have? Is Winnebago publicly traded? Are you kidding? Is that a joke? Oh my God, it is. WGO. I didn't see U-Hauls on there, but Winnebago is definitely on here. Giggity it. Oh, hey man, this actually isn't terrible. Right on the mama. Yeah, right on the mama. Right about 61 Dara. Support. Ah, damn. Right between the freaking 300, 77, and 2 hundo. Let's go monthly because this probably has a lot of data. Yes, it does. Wow, this goes back. Publicly traded all the way in the 70s. Damn, look at this listing back in the 70s. It's like, woo! Everyone got real excited about banging in their Winnebangos, dude. How funny. That makes sense coming out of the free love decade, right? All right, back fast forward to today. We can look at this on a quarterly. All right. Quarterly, obviously we got major support in the low 20s. We got some pretty good support. And, yep, also showing the 20s there, but more so about 54. Winnebago looks pretty damn decent above 54, mid-50s, really. Could even probably come down to upper 40s, but I think that starts doing some pretty good damage. It does have earnings coming up this coming week, so maybe there's something popping off here of maybe a little pump, because I can't imagine that they're doing bad. They probably just have like supply issues, just pretty much like everybody else. But yeah, I mean, I know this is a really hot sector. I've looked at even to like renting RVs. It's crazy expensive, especially, dude, if they're motorized. Dude, people on the RV Trader and some of these other places, they're asking like 2 to 4 something a night. 200 to 400. It's fucking crazy. And then you gotta buy gas and then pay insurance and like all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. So U-Haul, man. I don't know if U-Haul is traded, man, publicly. I don't think it is. Oh, it's owned by something called America, which it's U-Haul. They also own real estate. Yeah, so it looks like it's only a chunk of this ticker, but we can look at it. Yeah, that one, I don't like this one as much. Definitely don't like it near as much. It does have a really nice basing pattern here, though, so major support at about 420. Hell yeah. Is a recession indicator, huh? Winnebago stock is a recession indicator? Elaborate on that a little bit. Yeah, this one doesn't look great. I mean, the mama's showing a little bit of support at like 520-ish. But it's not real strong. They got slapped on earnings, missed it pretty hard. Although, you know, that could have been hyped up. Everybody's like, oh, Corona forever, Corona for life. Oh, shit. So maybe they got a little excited. There's a gap down here at 360. So, yeah, if this thing's going to get some legs on it and break like 450-ish, it probably does go to 360. This isn't the best looking chart. I don't really like it. I mean, it can still fall pretty good amount and be okay on the monthly. So, yeah, it's not my favorite. The recession indicator, I've never heard of that. I don't even understand where they would get that from. Like, because let's go look at some recessionary things. Maybe it rolls over first. Let's see. Let's go to a monthly. This damn weekly is even too much. All right, fair enough. '07, it did start selling off and broke its consolidation range before the market rolled over. So there's one. How about 2015 in the summer? Shit, yeah, for a year though. A year and a half it didn't make new highs. So not really, I don't know how you would trade that on that. Because it's like, oh, it starts breaking lower high or making lower lows on the monthly. It's like, watch out for the market crashing, but it didn't do anything until freaking 6 months after that. Even same for here. I mean, it took a little while for that. Extra cash. Let's go into the wilderness and get away from the crazy city, folks. That's definitely what people are doing. Hayes County, south of Travis County, where Austin resides, is the second highest growing county in the country. It's crazy. Even these little cities, I've done some road trips the last like month or so, and even going through these small Texas towns, they're popping, man. They're popping. Even I was looking at houses up by Lake Buchanan area just a couple years ago, and some of that pricing has like almost doubled from when I was looking at it, and that's just absolute bananas. Maybe I should have bought out there, but I was like, oh no, I'm gonna wait. I got a little bit higher rate than I wanted. Not that that shit would have mattered in this stupid market, but that's hindsight trading too, so you never know. Yeah, I mean, a recession indicator, I don't know. I don't really see. I mean, kind of. I guess it kind of was consolidating, but again, like, how do you use it for timing? Yeah, you got the October 87 crash. I don't know. Usually stuff like that is not that reliable. Just because how do you execute and manage your risk off of something like that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a way to do it. Hey, there's a billion ways to skin the cat in this game, but I just don't know. Or skin the market, I should say. Oh, man, I forgot what the first county was, actually. I'd have to relook at that article I was reading. Probably somewhere else in Texas, or maybe Tennessee is bumping. Minnesota. It actually might be Minnesota. Minnesota is really bumping right now. Energy kind of selling off? Let's go look at some of the energy if we get any clues. Yeah, energy's losing some of its strength. XLE. Yeah, lose some of its strength. Yeah, oil. I wouldn't be surprised to see oil do a little bit of rollover action. Not all the way, but just, I mean, it's up against its top end of the range. So, Mama Bear giving up some of its gains, but whatever. Just nothing burger for now. Let's see. Doge. Oh my god, Doge is going to zero. Dude, if a daily does close below 25 bucks, this thing is going to get brutal. So, watch out for Doge. Oh, speaking of Doge coins and all those cool ones, what's Shiba Diba Duba doing? Selling off. What's the other one? Inidu token. I don't even. Shibita. Akita. Is it Akita? Oh, it is Akita. That's the other one. Yeah, they're not getting no love. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. So let's go to Mama Bear. Mama Bear, hold on, please, because if it closes below like 30. Man, 33, dude. The bulls are really solidifying that 33-ish horizontal, this red one. And you want your penny Doge again? Yeah, I'd take some of that as well, man. The 458 is okay, but it's already kind of getting rejected so far. A close below 34.3 on the 458, I probably would look for back below 32K again. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, really, we're just back in this stupid range. Not even anything has changed since last week. Yeah, we sold off or whatever, but we're still trapped in this 200 377 combo, man. They tried. Yeah, it tried. Yeah, you don't want to preempt it. That's why we even were talking about that on the stream. You don't jump the gun, and just because it's close, you don't want to be like, oh, it's definitely going up there. And it did try to do it on the 458, but so far, just saying no. Said no go, come this way. And the weekly, though, this is what's interesting, though. The weekly comes up. The weekly mama on Mama Bear. Wait, yeah, Mama Bear, Mama. Man, that's a lot of M's. But it's a very critical one. We went through it back in the other video before I left, but it's pretty good at calling the macro trends. It's never going to get close to the high. It's usually going to be like 20 to 50% away from it. But let's see here. Yeah, I mean, so we got 2 more weeks that ended pretty much right after the 4th of July for this to kind of resolve, and I would definitely be looking for some type of resolution from this in like a bigger way of like breaking it out, not just running 10-15% each side, but an actual kind of busting out of this, busting the nuts. Weekly cross, yeah, it would spell a little bit of doom, but you have to have an open and close though. You need at least one open and close below it, because otherwise it gets faked out a lot. Like a lot of times you'll see it open and close, or open above it and close below it, but then it'll just get rejected like real fast. So you do need to open and close for some confirmation on that guy. Let's see. Yeah, but until we're back above like 38K though, like just looks kind of lame. Looks pretty just lame for now. And we'll get some more info on ES, which is actually selling off a little bit here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see sell off overnight and then a little rip on the face tomorrow. And then we'll have to reassess, because we're going to get some type of rip off of this eventually. And overnight hours, you got to be real careful about those. So, all right, I think that'll do. And we'll see, too, if the daily will actually close below the Mama, which will be the first time that it's actually opened and closed below it since earlier in the stream when we talked about it last fall, which did just provide buying opportunities. So, see what this week brings us. And I'll see y'all guys mañana. I'll probably do the stream right before, around lunchtime, like between probably like 10 and noon, something like that is what I'm thinking. So, Mama Burr. Oh, let's go crack time frames. Oh, don't give it up and reset bearishly. Don't do that. That's the crack time frames. Who cares? Man, yeah, dominance though on the 450. So the Bears, they have the perfect setup right now to punch it down if they want to. So it is definitely a lot heavier this time than most of this consolidation area for sure, because this is a pretty good textbook. Got all the EMAs pointing down, and the last line of defense is just this like 32,000 handle. Yeah, no problem, Mr. Anthony. Good night to you as well. All right, guys. Good night to everybody. Peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday night.
Game over.